everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the build-up, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. Now Dion Lewis to return. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Patriots coming onto the field led by Tom Brady, getting set for his 7th Super Bowl appearance. Now, his counterpart, Matt Ryan, this will be his first. That's obviously a storyline. Is it overhyped, Charles?
I think it's probably overhyped, but I still think it's significant because Tom Brady doesn't have to do any guessing. He has a routine for the Super Bowl that he's been able to follow 6 times previously. This is the first time for Matt Ryan, so everything's new. And he's kind of guessing along the way. Am I putting in enough time here? Is this the right thing to do? Is this the wrong thing to do? Tom Brady has none of those worries.
One recent example, Peyton Manning defeated by Russell Wilson. That was a 43-8 game. Now, Manning hadn't been to 7 Super Bowls, but that's one recent example.
Yeah, and that's why I call it an advantage, because of the 7 Super Bowls. I think when it's 2, 3 Super Bowls, not nearly the same advantage because you're working out your process along the way. 7 times, your process is down.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again with Blunt. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. And say hello to the Atlanta Falcons on defense. So many baby faces, Charles, as you and I have talked about. 7 first- or second-year starters. And they're going to have their hands full against Tom Brady and the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
They certainly are. And when you talk about some of those baby faces, think about these rookie starters. Deion Jones at middle linebacker. Devondre Campbell at outside linebacker. Keanu Neal at safety. But it's a second-year guy that I'm keeping my eye on for this game, and that's Vic Beasley. Led the league in sacks with 15.5, and that's force enough. But he also forced 6 fumbles. And if he can get back to Tom Brady and have a few strip sacks, that could change the game.
Brady going to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. 18 yards there and a first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On play action, now Brady surveying the field. Look at the time, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding time. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now out come the Atlanta Falcons, out comes Matt Ryan, getting ready to lead this team in the Super Bowl. And he'll also learn, Charles, the night before the big game if he takes home the league MVP award. So a lot going on for Matty Ice.
There is, and you and I both know that if we ask Matt about that, the first thing he would say is, I'm not concerned about the MVP stuff. I'm only worried about the Super Bowl. But that's just being a little bit disingenuous. You can't help but be involved with an award that says you're the best of the best in your sport. If Matt Ryan were able to win that one, I think it'd be an extra bounce for him going into the Super Bowl, where I think he'll perform very well.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Jamal Sheard on the stop. And you get a look at the defense. It was the top scoring defense in the entire NFL. They look pretty good against Pittsburgh. They'll be playing in another Super Bowl. How do they do it? Because they don't have household names at every position.
And that's a great point and a great question, because when you go out and talk to the average fan, name 10 guys, name 5 guys on the New England defense, they're often hard-pressed to do it. But picking up Kyle Van Noy mid-season and turning him into a cover guy and doing a nice job, and he punched one free in the AFC Championship game. And take a look at Alan Branch holding down the middle against the Pittsburgh run defense. They may not be household names, but they know how to coach them up, and they know how to plug them into the right places.
That's right. If it's a game of chess, the Patriots always move the right pieces. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And speaking of Devontae Freeman, Charles, curious how the Patriots are going to handle he and Tevin Coleman. They've been such a good 1-2 punch this year. We know the Patriots have a good D. How do you see that battle going down?
I sense that Atlanta's going to try and get the Patriots linebackers on the move because they are thumping type guys on that side of the ball. And if you're Atlanta and you use Coleman and Freeman, get them out into space, make those guys chase a little bit and try and cover them, that'll be an interesting matchup. But what I like about Devontae Freeman, the passion that he plays with, and that sets a tone for his offense. He'll just have to make sure that he's not overamped for the game and force some errors.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. On second down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on first down. They try and throw it, take a sack on second down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Third and long. It's Ryan. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Patriots getting ready to go again on offense. And, Charles, you and I get a stat pack before every game. At the top of this one for the Patriots, the first note was that they're on their way to their 9th Super Bowl appearance. That is something. Most of any team.
And 8 of those since 2001. Would that be accurate?
That
because
is accurate.
The first one was Super Bowl 20. That didn't go very well against the Bears. But since that time, they've become the predominant team, going to Super Bowls and winning them. What a franchise.
When you look at X factors in the Super Bowl, LeGarrette Blount, he could be one. Now, the question, how will they use him? Divisional round, not many carries. And then he did get a lot of carries leading into the Super Bowl. So we'll see how they handle it.
Atlanta's defense is built on speed. Look at the linebacker position. They are run, chase, hit guys. The secondary, speedy, can cover. The test for them is, can they handle a heavy running game? That's why I think LeGarrette Blount is a bigger factor in the Super Bowl than he was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they're going to want to control the game with their running game, and Blount will be a key factor, much more so than Dion Lewis and James White catching passes out of the backfield. But if you like to see guys play the game hard, if you like to see the guys be aggressive, if you like to see the guys maximize their ability, you're talking about Julian Edelman, aren't you? Yeah. What a game he had in the AFC Championship against Pittsburgh.
118 yards and a touchdown, and now he'll look to do what he did in Super Bowl 49, where he was over 100 with a score as well.
And he's just one of those guys that if he's on the field, you have to respect his talent, but you especially respect his passion. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Blount, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Now a play fake, Brady. And that's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So on fourth down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Before the Falcons take over on offense, a stat that is definitely worth mentioning. They have scored this year 540 points, tied for 8th all-time in league history. But my question to you, if you had to pick one key for this offense to be successful against New England, what do you think that would be?
Offensive line. And I know that's not a very sexy thing to talk about, but the rebuild of the Falcons' offensive line over the last 2 to 3 seasons has put them in a position to where they are in a Super Bowl, because that offensive line allows all that great talent at the skill positions absolutely flourish. The front office and the head coach, a tremendous collaboration of rebuilding that roster.
Again, they'll run with Freeman, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 3-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. On play action, now Brady. He's got time. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, so many of the Patriots know what the Super Bowl feels like. Martellus Bennett, a guy, 8th year, 1st Super Bowl trip, and after the game, you could tell he was a little elated, doing some dances with the cheerleaders. And
the pom-poms were going everywhere, weren't they?
They were.
But the interesting part was his observation later on social media where he said, I was out of my mind excited. I looked around at a lot of the guys on the Patriots team. They're like, yeah, you know, we've done this before, okay? We can be cool about it. But think about his impact this year. Supposed to team with Rob Gronkowski, became the feature tight end after Gronk's injury. They are so glad that they picked him up. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Brady gives now to Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got time in the pocket, and this will be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Blunt loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Brady going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Freeman again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Survey, and he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shea McClellan, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And tough starting field position here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, it's no secret the defenses have pretty much not been able to cover Julio Jones this season. How do the Patriots do it? I know that that's the $64,000 question. What's the answer?
I think they do it in a variety of ways. I think it's going to be a combination plate that they'll throw at him. Sometimes you'll see Malcolm Butler, the #1 corner, go ahead and line up with Julio Jones. There'll be times where he won't, and they'll end up double-teaming Julio. But whoever's on that side will show him different things. They'll come up and press him. They'll back away. They'll pretend to press. They'll run with him. They'll wait at 5 yards and catch him and then try and jam him there. So many different things. Anything trying to chip away at his timing. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. Now Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rob Ninkovich from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Here's Ryan finding time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both the Falcons and the Patriots are mucking it up a bit on defense. Neither offense can get going, and so it may end up as a defensive battle for 4 quarters. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, quick pass and catch by Jones, and that connection will lead to a gain of 54 yards. Continuing on the drive, Long's got the sack here. This will go as a loss of 10. Take over late in the 2nd. They're going to come away with another sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. The second half of Super Bowl 51 still to come as we rejoin Brandon and Charles in Houston.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They come out here in the eye. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to an Atlanta first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And now with a little dead spot here, let's talk Super Bowl week. And Media Day, always a big spectacle. This year, though, moving it to Monday night and calling it opening night. So a little bit of a change, but those guys getting that distraction out of the way early.
I think that they applaud the fact that it's that early in the week, because if you're a headliner, if you're the starting quarterback, if you're Tom Brady or Matt Ryan, you're inundated with reporters and questions. Get it over with on Monday, move on with the rest of it. I think they were very happy to have that behind them. But I always laugh at that night, because what about the guys that never get asked anything, sitting at the podium, and maybe guys like you and me go by and go, hey, how you doing? And they're like, hey, what do you want to talk about? Not a lot of ink for them.
Yeah, it's always fun to see those guys. They have their cameras and phones out as well. They're videoing it like they are the media, too.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1, and he dumps it off to Blunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Again, here's Blunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive in the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Oh, a little 360. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. This is Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Oh, what a move. He's still barreling through. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
as we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a first down following that long gain. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to ride and in a bad mood.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Ryan can't find anyone open. And that is incomplete. 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll find his favorite receiver. That's Edelman. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry for Blunt. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it here with Blunt. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Brady throwing on second down. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Blunt. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Brady to throw on second down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady gives this one to Lewis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Brooks Reed with a tackle. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Man open left side. It's Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 45 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he bangs this one through to make it a 13-9 game now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They fake the handoff. Now Brady finding time. Still back there to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Blunt, the lone running back. On second down, here's Brady. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Brady now on first down. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Here's Blunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's got time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that, and the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They come out here in the I. Coleman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's back to throw. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Going underneath to Blount. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They've got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Easy.
back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. 3rd down and 1.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady to throw. Caught left side, Bennett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now Brady. Surveying the field. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. He's back to throw. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got time. And that will be incomplete as well.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Good job, Dave. Good job, Dave.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.